It is time for you to be large and in charge. Embrace your own authority. Make snap decisions with confidence. Stop saying yes to the wrong people and rewrite the next chapter. You may have made mistakes in judgment before, but now you can know who gets to stay and who needs to go. That's right. Dud, stud, friend, or foe. Who should stay? Who should go? That's what this show is all about. I'm your host, Lonnie Ray, and each week I'm going to bring you gems that I've mined from the School of Hard Knocks. I so appreciate you being here, and away we go with the show. In this episode, I want to talk about how it's good not to feed the animals. They're hungry. They're hungry. They want you to throw them more kibbles and bits so they can gnash and gnaw at you. And here's what I'm going to say about that. Don't feed the animals because you just be jumping into the loop with a dumbass, basically. Or you'd be the dumbass for doing it. Sorry, not sorry. I'm saying, the comments I'm seeing on chats, on these videos, I learn just as much from them as the video, don't you? Yeah, so cool on that part. But there's a bunch of other loose-lipped jerks out there, and I recently came across one. And he took a comment I made about a hyped up headline. For the content that it was, I thought it was hype. Just a marketer's opinion, that's all. That's all it was. I'm over it. It's like red alert, like Chicken Little, How many times are you going to cry the sky's falling? I'm over it. Switch it off, right? So anyway, a snarky response came, and I thought about it, and I was like, well, I could come up with this long-winded, eloquent prose in response. And in the end, wind it up by saying, and what I've learned from the back row that you accuse me of sitting in, by watching the clowns on stage, I've learned that the only thing that can come out of an a-hole is shit. And, I could have been really snarky. Why, though? So I decided to just take my own workshop and say, oh, okay. Do I want more of this or less of this? And the answer's less. And it made me think of the book, How to Deal with a Dumbass, version 2. With extraordinary stories of shockingly stupid people, including me, mostly. Oh, where do you see that? I always said I wanted to make my story the example. Boy, be careful what you wish for. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. The point of the story is, in the book, is an exercise. Postcards for the pissed off. It's pretty cheeky. It started out as a postcard, oversized postcard, half a sheet of paper that I sent to my clients that had fill in the blanks like Mad Libs, or I would have multiple choice. Like, it was great blanking you at blank the other day. Let's blank again soon. I love your blank. In a business setting, you could fill in anything, at the meeting or whatever. You get it, or not. It could just be left to the imagination. It's witty. It's my attempt at wit, okay? And I thought, well, this long-winded response to this jerk out there who doesn't really deserve the time was getting it out of my head. Entertain those thoughts, guys. I want so much to give you permission to feel that and just go into it, explore it, be snarky. You don't have to share it with the world. I want you to have the freedom to let that stuff rip, because what you'll find on the other side is what you hear in my voice right now. A few minutes ago, I was like What the hell? Damn, dude. Ain't got to attack me. But I guess he did. Whatever. But realizing this new perspective, don't feed the animals. It would have been feeding that monkey, that cymbal clanging monkey. I don't want to dance to that tune. It's tempting. I know it's tempting. It's tempting to want earboxes. Dumbass. But why? I look at them like babies, and I'm encouraging you to as well. And that's not meant to be condescending. That's an observation. We have geniuses in the world, right? High IQ. We have low IQ. Its definition is stupid. And stupid is part of the definition of dumbass. And what you want to do is not get affected by them. You want it to go through you, like Willie Nelson says in this quote about jerks. Just let them be who they are, and you can let that roll through you and not get stuck on you. And I'm all for it. I think that's a great idea. So don't feed the animals. In other words, find a way out of that. Have your feelings, write them out, speak them out, entertain the most snarky postcard you could imagine that you might write, or post response. And hey, maybe even go so far as to do it. I wouldn't, but you can do it and erase it. But it's still recorded somewhere. They say if you run your life like it was headline news, whatever you've said or put out there, picture it as a headline. Are you okay with that? That's a good way to check yourself, so that you're not, adding fuel to the fire or embarrassing yourself or later regretting that you said that, but you meant it then. It's still true. You didn't necessarily have to share it with the world, but why not? That's how you felt. Fuck it. I want you to have your feelings, all of them. What we want to do is avoid feeling discouraged or dumped on. And it's natural to want to retaliate if somebody wants to kick us in the shins for no reason. Hey, they got their reasons. You know what they say. The only thing that comes out of a butthole is shit. So there you go. Just see it for what it is. Back to the toddlers. You see them for what they are. Okay. You've heard the term old soul, right? Okay. There's also new souls. An old soul guy here by being a new soul first, right? He is me. I am that. I am. And when you realize it that way, that they're just toddlers and you were once there too, some compassion seeps in, and it should really dominate your perspectives. Go through the snarky bits first. Have that. It's okay. But the sooner you get to, okay, when somebody does something stupid or inflammatory, gaslighting, yeah, okay is the best response. But you might not have that right at first. So let's keep it real here. Just go ahead and go through your emotions and emotions. It's okay. Then get to, okay. Realize that they're toddlers. They're just, fumbling around in the dark. Don't kick them. Just get away from them. It's so tempting. If you find yourself stumbling, or you got a bunch of little obstacles on the floor, it might be these toddlers. It might be time to clean up. Get out the dustpan, man. They really can be in the way if you let them stay around. So somebody's got to bust a move. You're the grown-up here, right? Okay, grown-up. You're supposed to know better, but that doesn't mean we do. We don't automatically know how to handle it when we run across stupid. So sometimes we don't even recognize stupid. So I'm very excited that the book is finally done. And doing this podcast as part of a link to the book is so that you can see what kind of goofy brain is behind this, but I've lived all of it. It's all true. And I just want to give you the zip line to the finish line. That's all. I hope you're enjoying the show. And if something stands out for you, leave me a voicemail. I'm going to start collecting stories from other people who have had had to deal with a dumbass and how that worked out. Thanks again for listening. This is Lonnie Ray, and I'm out for now, but I'll be back.